Hey man, that Jerry Springer clip gets me every damn time, bro.
Yeah, it's such a surreal life that we live, man.
Ladies and gents, I think I'm getting Rice to believe we are in a simulation. I think I'm almost there. We'll
Well, I
see.
think there's something to do with some simulation. I don't know about like we're in the Matrix, but
Okay.
something there may be some like
Now,
in
some people
between.
call it God, spiritual realm. It's many ways to skin the cat, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, if we call AI God, it's only because it would be maybe more intelligent than us and superior. But I
Isn't that
really,
the What would you consider your definition of God?
well, I would think it also would be the creator, like
Okay, AI created.
that
If
which
it,
actually made me though, like how we came about, like how did we come about, like what created us? Did AI create us like millions of years ago? That's a question.
so
It's
that's what I'm saying. The definition of God could actually just transpose onto any concept of a thing that creates you and your reality.
right, but I mean, if we think about technology, it doesn't seem like we have a lot of evidence that society was that technologically advanced. They were advanced in other ways, but it doesn't seem to me, and I could be wrong. It could be part of the simulation. I thought about this, dude. I mean, I've had many conversation on the rice against the grain side with people about this. Archaics is a Jason Brashear's great
Mm-hmm.
individual. I got to turn you on to his channel,
Okay.
and I told you, like, we got a lot to talk about in regards to religion, something that's been a
Yes.
conversation. And it's not that real conversation is not going to be today, but it's really going to have
No.
to happen soon because what we're talking about today is going into the elements of the stranger than fiction with
Oh my
some
God.
prophecy with flags that have turned into angels. It's interesting. So if you guys are watching over on X, if you're watching on the Blood side, make sure you follow me at Rice TVX. And if you guys are watching on my side and you're not following Blood, make sure you're following him on the X at crypto blood underscore. We're also streaming on both of our Rumble channels. We have links for each other's channels and socials in the video description. So be sure to make sure you're following us both and subscribe to both of our channels. We do these collaborations often. So I guess the first thing I'd like to get started off with, if you're cool with it, is the prophecy.
Yeah, we gotta jump into this, man. You sent me this, and
And I saw this
I,
online, so it
s-
wasn't like
I
I
stew up.
discovered it. Other people may have seen it, but this is the actual full video. And it was, I can't tell if it was a live stream or if it was just uploaded on March 14th, 2024. March
N-
14th. So March to April, April to May, May to June, June to July. It's literally, today's the 15th. Yesterday was the 14th. So it's literally 4 months. Okay. So
It's
it's
4 months old, but the video quality makes it look like it may be from 2008. but
well,
yeah,
but it is a ministry, and
it's
sometimes
been
ministries are
uploaded. Yeah,
ministries sometimes are working with minimal equipment sometimes. But the guy's got
yeah.
393,000 subscribers, and this video has over 1,200,000 views. So let me know if you can hear this, and then I'll just play out this little section of the prophecy.
Yeah, but it was not
Can you
Yes.
hear? Okay.
necessarily an old guy. It was like a mantle of telling people in these old churches, like trying to reform America again, bringing back America. Because the Lord told me, He said, "I am not done with America."
Amen.
He said there's going to be a new wave of patriotism coming out, and that's whenever I saw Trump, and I saw a red wave coming out of Michigan, and then I saw Oklahoma, and there was embers of people, and they were all on these. They had torches all throughout Oklahoma, and they were raising up these torches that looked like fire, and they were bringing forth a new patriotism upon the nation. And it was coming, it was being birthed, and it just kept spreading like fire all throughout America, all throughout. And I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life.
Here we go,
This
ladies and
bullet
gents.
flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw
Come on, man.
he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking people say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus for what I saw coming.
Pay attention to that, people.
Then I
We'll
saw
talk about
people
this. We'll play parts of that.
interceding when I saw him winning the presidency through great. The Lord showed me it would go clear into the summer. Great persecution would come on him through the judges and through the law and all these people trying to sue him and all this stuff. But there would be a stop to it, and there things would start to break free come toward the fall. And then I saw him winning the election through the Patriots coming out and voting. And then there will be a great economy crash. Yeah. I saw they had a great economy plan, a crash, worse than the Great Depression. And the Lord warned me about this. It would be a great dark time. But I saw paddles coming upon America's soil like a shocking of the soil. And I saw Donald Trump praying in the office of the Oval Office, and he was with America.
Okay, so what are your thoughts re-listening to that? I did also, I didn't see your facial expression, but the red wave coming out of Michigan, it just makes me think about Red Nugent. It makes me think about Red Nugent, the infamous.
I'm gonna have to change the name, ladies and gents. Coochie Mane is gonna have to retire for a little while.
Well, dude, we can have all kinds of aliases. It's whatever mask you decide to wear.
There you go, man. Listen, I'm speechless, bro. This guy is spot on. You can't make this shit up. He said a bullet would whiz past his ear and burst his eardrum, making it bleed. You can't make this shit up, Rice.
You can't. So and this guy is clearly a follower of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So being that he's this spot on, is it just coincidence, or do you think that this guy was divinely given this information?
Well, Jesus Christ is only 2,000 years old. The civilization has existed hundreds of thousands of years prior
I'm just
to that.
From his
I'm sure there have definitely been people that are have divine, interventions, or not interventions, but divine talents to see into the future. So I wouldn't accredit it to. It's funny. Earlier today on my show, we talked about causation. What is the term? Causation correlation fallacy. And I think that's what this would be. I believe his talent. I believe he can see the future clearly. Anybody watching this should know this guy is able to touch into a different realm and predict the future or see the future.
But do you think it was the God of the Bible, the Father that Jesus calls, that gave him this information?
The Father that Jesus called, probably, yeah. It's that source.
Would be the Creator, God. That would be
God, yeah. But it's, to me, causation correlation here. He's a Christian doing it, but there are people that are Muslim, there are people that are atheists, there are people that are agnostic that have these same talents. So I put it to you that way.
That have prophetic talents, yes. But
yes.
I mean, again, with it being this point on, and the fact that he's got this relationship, which seems to be a strong, devout relationship to Jesus, being a Christian, and who Jesus calls Father, which would be source. That would be the creation of us,
right?
And from this perspective,
yeah.
So I find it very interesting. I want to play back a little bit.
This is real, bro. This is
Okay. He said there's going to be a new wave of patriotism coming out, and that's whenever I saw Trump, and I saw a red wave coming out of Michigan, and then I saw Oklahoma, and there was embers of people, and they were all on.
And I saw crypto blood.
They had torches,
and he
all
was
throughout Oklahoma, and
out
they
of
were
Michigan.
raising up.
He had a gas mask on,
fire, and they were bringing forth a new patriotism upon the nation.
He's got a new mask.
And it was coming.
Channel.
It was being birthed, and it just kept spreading like fire all throughout America, all throughout. And I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw
So the patriotism thing, that's something I feel like a lot of people could say, because we've been seeing a rise in patriotism throughout the years, and then where also they're trying to also designate people who would be calling themselves patriots as being domestic terrorists and such. So that's kind of easy to figure out. But the rest, there's some other things like the law, like knowing that there is a legal situation. Yeah, that was all going on, but not knowing that it was going to be put to a stop, like with the Supreme Court ruling that took place.
Which I sent you an article before even watching this, Rice. I sent that article before I watched this.
Right.
Sent you an article, Fox News, breaking news. I think it was out of Fox earlier this morning. They have completely dropped the Mar-a-Lago
Making me work here. And now I got screen share,
documents
so I can do another screen share
case.
so I can show
Behind
that. So we will do a quick screen share and show what we're talking about right here. And this comes from Fox News, reported today. Judge dismisses Trump's Florida classified documents case. Also, and we'll get back into it, but Trump did choose his VP nominee, and that is JD Vance. He is a pro-crypto guy. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But let me go ahead and get us back to that video and finish that again.
Yeah.
Finish a couple little clips of it, and then we'll get into some other stuff. We both have some things to share, so let me get this back up on screen. Bear with me one moment. Okay.
Attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw
now that right there. This is the thing.
Crazy,
If he saw this as a vision, right? If he saw it as a vision,
Yes.
because what I'm understanding, what actually happened, and I was watching that Alex Jones, Tim Dillon thing, and then I saw a couple other people mention it. It appears that the bullet actually went through Donald Trump's ear.
Possibly,
Like,
yeah. Right
that's
at the
what
tip. That's what the white part was. You saw the cartilage.
Right. That's what it appears. So if the guy's saying it busted his eardrum and that's where the blood came from, maybe he assumed it was a failed attempt suicide, but not the fact that Donald Trump was still slightly injured. So there was a little off, but still.
Nah, I'm giving that 100. I'm giving him that 100%.
Well, I'm just looking at this from a critical point of view, trying to look at it from all that. Dude, I mean, I wouldn't have sent it to you if I didn't think this shit was legit. So I'm already on point. I'm just trying to play a little devil's advocate with this Christian.
Don't do that with the Christian brother now. Come on, Rice. Don't play devil with your Christian brother, your fellow Christian brother.
Now, this I want people to pay attention to, because let's see if language with Donald Trump starts to change, or actions where he starts to become on fire for Jesus, which is what he talks about here.
Time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking, people say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw coming. And then I saw people interceding when I saw him winning the presidency through great. The Lord showed me it would go clear into the summer. Great persecution would come on him through the judges and through the law and all these people trying to sue him and all this stuff. But there would be a stop to it, and there things would start to break free come toward the fall. And then I saw him.
And I was muted. I was pausing it. I was saying that's really interesting, just because of the fact, like we mentioned, the Supreme Court ruling that came out, which basically is given immunity with these legal cases, which puts a stop to the whole entire thing. And now we're seeing cases also being dropped in addition to. So it's like definitely on point with that.
On point.
Winning the election through the Patriots coming out and voting, and then there will be a great economy crash. Yeah. I saw that.
Now, this is what me and Bud and a lot of other content creators have been trying to tell everybody for years.
Yes.
This is unavoidable. It doesn't matter who the hell gets elected. Okay, we are going to see a crash. Okay, they keep talking about soft landing, but there's no fucking way.
No way.
With that, with what we could have had a soft landing in 2008.
No.
Well, maybe prior to that, but it was after 2008 when they put everything on life support that really, honestly.
Yeah. What we're going to see in 2025, Rice, was the catalyst started in 08, 09. That's how far back this shit goes. So I don't care if it was Obama, Trump 1, 2, whatever, man. It's you can't stop this train. It's going to happen next year, in my opinion. And well,
if they're also wanting to introduce any sort of programmable currency, which I think is going to happen and that's another conversation for another day too. You got to crash this. You got to destroy this system in order to have a reset per se. And that's where I think, that's where I really want people to pay attention. This is where like a lot of the stuff that we have talked about kind of comes back to fruition as far as this crash. Now, he's not giving a timeline. It could be as soon as Trump takes office. It could be before Trump takes office.
No. We know it's within 4 years.
He says he's elected. He says he's elected. So
Yeah,
he'll
so
get
we know
elected
it's within
November
the 4
5th.
years.
He's going to get elected November 5th is the election. I don't know if they'll actually say November 5th, if he won the election or not, but he'll take office in January. And
I've told you, based on Waters Above's our conversation with him, that I thought it would be smart to, and what I'm doing is going to the sidelines from crypto late December, early January. That's when
okay,
I'm
so
going 70-80% cash. I'd rather
Salente,
be early than
I
late.
get you. You might be late. Gerald Salente is thinking it's going to be in November.
Oh, yeah.
And he's the trend. He's a trend forecaster,
Trend forecasters.
He's been on point with a lot of shit, man.
Has he?
Does. It's the most recent conversation he does with Daniel Camboni that came out past couple days. So you have to check it out.
I have to check it out.
They had a great economy plan, a crash, worse than the Great Depression. And the Lord warned me about this. It would be a great dark time. But I saw paddles coming upon America's soil like a shocking of the soil. And I saw Donald Trump praying in the office of the Oval Office, and he was weeping before the Lord with his hands on his head like this, but he was weeping. And there was ministers and people. I don't know if they were senators or Congress people or whatever. I just saw them pacing and back and forth inside of the White House. What is the White House, but it's the Oval Office. And they were interceding all inside there, and I could feel the presence of the Lord so strong on this. And then I could see that darkness that was the heaviness upon America with the financial crisis of what I saw coming. It started to lift above the trees, and I saw the blue and the things coming back out, and the green times and the good times coming back again. But the Lord said it would be forth a time of a season of a shaking, and it would be a shaking to awaken. And in this, this.
All right.
Scoot back a little bit when his hands are in frame. A little bit back. You can use your arrow on the keyboard, I think, to get. Keep going. Right. Back.
What, right
and the
there?
brother's got a Louis Vuitton strap. Oh, that's what
is that what you wanted to see?
That's all I wanted. I just wanted to be superficial real quick.
Okay. Well, I mean, a lot of people wear nice shit. It might be.
I'm saying that's a nice
sign. Watch. Yeah.
Nice.
Do you know the shirt? Is the shirt a brand too?
Oh, it got to be Tommy Bahama, baby.
On America's soil, like a shocking of the soil. And I saw Donald Trump praying in the office of.
I think people get it, and I definitely would like for people to comment after the video and let us know.
That's amazing.
I mean, I don't want to say much. We shared our thoughts. It's very intriguing. This guy was spot on. So let us know what you think in the comment section down below. And while we're in the live chat, you guys can let us know what you think. That'd be great.
Yeah.
We can't highlight Rumble unless we pop out the chats, and it's just with all the screen share I'm doing, it's going to be a pain in the ass. So I apologize to the 19 people watching over on Rumble. Shout out to Crypto Billy over there.
Yes,
Wisdom
Billy
Bars
as well.
Dual Helix. Yeah, I put out the interview with Crypto Billy. People should check it out about Billy.
I gotta check it out. I'm gonna be on soon. Red River Post said, I interpret this prophecy as Michigan and Oklahoma are where Christian nationalism begins.
And there's a lot of talk about Christian nationalism. So I mean, it's just something that people should pay attention to, especially with this prophecy. I think it's it's really relevant.
I just think there are pros and cons to everything. I would mostly say that religion is a mostly pro construct. Mostly
positive, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because most religions have similar values, which generally are about being a good person, treating people how you want to be treated. That's pretty universal, the golden rule kind of philosophy.
Right. And, I say mostly because the opposite of that is, of course, a lot of the wars have been caused over religion, Christianity being a big one with the, conquistadors and the crusaders and all that. But I would say I am for me not being a religious person anymore. I am for bringing Christianity strongly back into this society because the shit has gotten out of hand. We need some moral compass, and we don't have any at this point.
Yeah,
So
we've
we were
gotten really
founded
off
on
kilter.
Christianity. The easiest one to roll and implement back into society is Christianity. And so, Pastor Blood speaks.
I wouldn't say the nation necessarily is founded on Christianity per se, because a lot of the founding fathers weren't necessarily Christian. But yeah, it became the agreed upon religion of the country. It seemed
I'm
the
Bishop
majority of people
Blood.
were Christian, and
You're
I'm Reverend Rice.
Rice.
We're missing
we're missing
Minister Biz. Minister Biz.
Minister Biz. Where you at, bro?
He's spending time with family tonight.
Yes, he is.
I would have liked to had his, I don't know if it's former Mormon, a foreman. If you're a former Mormon, are you a foreman? If you're a former Mormon, does that make you a foreman?
Mormon Mills. You ever heard of Mormon Mills?
He's got that Christian. He's got a different, like a spiritual perspective, and I would definitely like to have gotten his with this. But we are doing that live stream Wednesday at 1, which will set up probably tomorrow evening with the Three Wise Man Wednesday, and we'll have Drew from Blockchain Basement joining us. I saw him in the chat on the YouTube side, so maybe he's watching on X. I saw that
too. Mm-hmm.
So he'll be joining us at 1:00 p.m. Wednesday. We're going to talk, try to get into some of the information regarding the shooter.
Trump's legacy will look like after his second term and a financial collapse, because I'm almost 90% certain we're going to get that under his term. How will the lay people, the sheeple, because that's the only thing that matters, the majority, how will they look at him, and would they blame him and all, kind of give me your take on that?
I mean, of course they're going to try to blame him if it happens, but as far as
the majority of the people,
I don't know about the majority, but there is going to be people that's going to still be anti-Trump that are going to, but again, this is something that was inevitable. It was going to happen.
Yeah.
I can't say like how his term is going to be, but let's say we do have a financial crisis and he's able to get us out of that, get the country back on board, not have any programmable currency, no social credit, none of that kind of shit. Let me think. Anything else? Get us out of the economic trouble, keep us out of surveillance state, make America actually make America great again. Then if he could do those kind of things under his 4 years, with the fact that he survived an assassination attempt, if he doesn't die before then, he's going to look like a fucking OG. He's going to look like the toughest fucking president in the United States. And they're already saying that the only other toughest president was Theodore Roosevelt, good old Teddy. I think
Teddy Pendergrass.
Somebody was. I think it was. Maybe I'm off with who I said, but I.
So, do you think he'll be able to accomplish these said things in 4 years? And will they stick? That's the most important thing, Rice. I don't care if he does accomplish all of what you just said. If it doesn't stick, it's all in vain.
Right, because in 2028, when Gavin Newsom runs, how is this?
Or can we get a JD Vance?
Is it possible JD Vance will be like prepped for 2028?
Yeah.
Is it possible?
We're hearing JD Vance is a Trump Jr.
All right. Well, since we're talking about JD Vance, let's take an opportunity here to share our thoughts. Because at first we were both like, "What the fuck?"
Yep.
And then we realized that the guy is actually pro crypto. We just don't know about him. And you found out what?
Found out that this guy is most hated in Washington, so he gets my vote. So I always just take the simple approach to analyzing situations. If the whole system is corrupt and the whole system is against that guy, then that said guy has to be the right person. It's just that simple. So I don't know much about him. I just know that Washington does not like him vehemently. They hate this guy.
I like this. This is the post from Truth Social. Donald Trump posted July 14th yesterday at 2:09 p.m. Based on yesterday's terrible events, I was going to delay my trip to Wisconsin and the Republican National Convention by 2 days, but have just decided that I cannot allow a shooter, a potential assassin, to force change to scheduling or anything else. Therefore, I will be leaving for Milwaukee as scheduled.
Round of applause. Shock me.
And they're saying, they're saying he's still going to be speaking at a Bitcoin conference. I'm still kind of doubting it. I'm still kind of doubting that one.
I'm not now.
This guy, this is the father, man. I gotta say, when I actually cried, man. Like when I found out about this and what this man fucking
couldn't even read the post, bro. I couldn't even read the post from his daughter. Couldn't do it.
What this man did for his fucking daughter, man. What a father would, what this father did for his kid is what every father in this country should do, and they should learn from example from this guy. Not saying that you should, wish to get killed, but you need to do everything in your power to protect your children, raise your children right for future generations to come. Because, fuck, drag queen story hour. What the fuck? That's why the pendulum is going to swing back. And but the only problem with that, and I told you this too, especially if Donald Trump gets to be like really on fire for Jesus, is we went really far left. Like we started getting a little crazy. People are identifying as whatever the fuck they want it to. All this shit. We had the people going into the different genders, pretending to be other genders to participate in sports.
Yeah.
The pendulum is, and that's what Jason from Archaics was saying too a couple of years ago, that the pendulum is going to swing back, and it's going to swing hard, and it's going to swing all the way over to the right. It's going to be really fucking. So if he's like on fire for Jesus, it could get real. Like they could be trying to implement like they have in that one state where they're the 10 Commandments, things like that. It could, it's going to be interesting to pay attention to. There's something called Noahide laws that people can look into as well. That's kind of interesting concept.
There has to be
shout out
balance,
to this guy, man.
There has to be balance. Yeah, shout out to him. He sad story, man. I couldn't even read the post from his daughter. I got a daughter. I love her. I protect her. It's sad, man.
So talking about divine intervention, this is like a little bit of an angle of a head and brain and the angles of the shots and where Trump was in these particular pictures, and how if he would have stayed in this position, the bullet would have went through his skull and he more than likely would be dead. But because he tilted his head just a little bit.
Now remember, I watched the whole video again. And
this is the slow motion.
Yeah, he had his head, Rice, pointed the opposite way at first, looking at the other screen. Because he brought up a presentation. I don't know if you saw it, the full clip. He was looking the other way first.
Yeah, we watched the clip.
No, I'm saying I watched
I didn't see much before. I didn't see much.
I watched the whole thing leading up to it, the whole minute and 2 minutes and some change leading up to that. And yeah, man, it just isn't his time. The universe is not having it, bro. And I'm glad.
Well, I mean, there's people that are saying that this was literally like divine intervention. It was. I told you the day that this happened. I said an angel flicked the bullet right as it was getting right near his ear. He flicked it away.
Call it an angel. I don't care what you call it. It's a higher dimensional force going on.
There was a fucking angel there.
Yeah.
Okay. There was an angel there,
ladies and gents.
So, and this is really crazy. I know the first thing that I saw, and I think you agreed, is an eagle.
Yeah,
but either way, it's very symbolic. An eagle or an angel appearing out of the American flag. The wind. Now, that's the other thing people said, was that the wind was going. That could have also been what.
No, I heard
push
that
the
too.
Bullet trajectory off.
He has subsonic bullets, subsonic ammo. The wind was going crazy. Yep, you can't say it was the wind. You have to still, at the end of the day, correlate it to the causation being something divine.
You have to correlate it to being divine? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you have to. You can't say it was the wind that did it. It's just too many variables for it to
take that shape.
Because his head had to move too. You get what I'm saying? There are too many variables. You can't say, oh, the wind did it. No, the wind, the head, the sun. I mean,
Well,
who knows,
I think
bro?
maybe it was that.
Maybe it was the angel.
And maybe the angel just kind of like knew what was going to happen, so it made sure that. And look at the way the sun is like glistening on that, right?
And I'm proud to be an American in USA. Yeah,
and I know everybody is.
We going nationalist, bro. It's about to swing to the other side. You're gonna see American flags everywhere. I love it. You know, bring it. We lost
Bitcoin
our
at
way,
64.
bro.
I don't know. This is about a Trump pump. You said it was kind of already in the books, but
No, I went through it in detail on my stream, guys. Go watch it on YouTube and broke it down, the sequence of timing. It was definitely not a Trump thing.
That was the other thing I meant to mention. If Donald Trump can get us out of these wars and have us be like in a time of peace, that would be the other thing too that he would need to do. The legend of Magavant.
I don't think that would be hard. I think he'll be able to do it. Again, will it stick? It's all about if it sticks, Rice. Because if it's only under 4 years, it means absolutely nothing. If we can't keep the momentum going in that direction, it means absolutely nothing, and it's done in vain.
So I retweeted this from Uncle Hotep. And if anybody didn't watch the stream that we did Saturday night after the assassination attempt, check it out. We had Hotep Jesus join us. It's on both of our X and Rumble, so make sure you check that out if you didn't watch it. But I found this to be complete because it's like this coincidence. Okay,
nope, don't believe in it.
It's this guy, the guy who is the supposed shooter, the guy that supposedly tried to take out Donald Trump in an assassination attempt. Thomas Crook appears in a BlackRock commercial filmed at his high school in 2022 that's already been taken off YouTube. You see the BlackRock in the corner. Now, somebody can make this shit up. Okay, you can't always. That's why I said question everything, because people can make shit up, and that right there, a picture is easy to make up. Now a video is too, if you want to be technical.
Yes, it is nowadays. Yes,
if you want to be technical, but considering, I don't think that what we're about to share is. I think it's legit, in my opinion.
Why do you think it's legit?
Let's watch it. Let's watch the commercial, because this is the actual BlackRock commercial right here.
Ready for a Black experience? Smash subscribe. Love ya.
My name is Brian DeLallo. I teach AP and honors economics in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Financial well-being to me is knowing that I can be free to do the things that I love to do.
A retirement, it's a retirement promotional thing for fucking teachers and shit. So it seems very legit, and it even, like, the quality of the film looks like something that would be done by fucking like government. It doesn't look something that you would.
AI can do all that.
I know it can, but I'm calling this real.
I'm going to agree with you that it's real, just simply because it's easy to triangulate or verify. All you have to do is find.
And I think it's already, and I'm pretty sure it's already been verified.
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah.
I hope when I retire someday, they say that guy made this place a special place to come to school, and
there's your boy.
And gave as much as he could to help the community. Come to school, and
there he is, right there. That's
Does
Thomas
he have a
Crooks.
cleft? Does he have a cleft mouth?
Come to school and gave as much as he could.
It looks like it, but you can't quite tell.
Is that the only clip we have?
I think that's it.
This is the shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks.
Yeah, you can see it.
The ad
there.
is from 2023.
Look at his nose.
What in the world is going on? Leave a comment below and hit that Black subscribe button.
Love to do.
That voice sounds real AI.
To me is knowing that I can be free to do the things that I love to do.
Yeah, the channel's voice sounds
when
AI.
I retire someday, they say that guy made this place a special place to.
But I don't think this sounds AI.
No, not
and like
at
I said, it's been triangulated enough. So I mean, it's just too much. Now, at the same time, by seeing this, I can't say.
What are we saying, ladies and gentlemen?
That BlackRock is potentially involved. BlackRock is potentially involved in the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Well, then it's fucking coincidence that this kid just happens to be in this fucking commercial. Then
Nope.
what is it then?
It's on some quantum physics level stuff, man. Like
Quantum entanglement.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
No,
Doctor
listen.
Strange in the multiverse.
Let me explain something to the ladies and gentlemen out there that maybe not know, because I would consider myself an avid student of quantum physics and all that stuff. It is known, ladies and gents.
Professor Blood. Professor
Blood is speaking right now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am tenured too, so I can say whatever the fuck I want to say and not get in trouble for it. It is known, ladies and gentlemen, that we can, in the current, affect the past. Not the future. We can actually affect the past, Rice. Did you know that? It's been proven.
When did you start smoking weed?
Never. Well, I stopped at 13. So it's been a long time.
You got a crazy imagination for a sober motherfucker. All you do is smoke. What is in those fucking cigars? That's what I want to know.
Just good Dominican and Cuban tobacco, ladies and gentlemen. Real shit, bro. Look this up, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to deep dive into quantum physics and entanglement and how time can go backwards and all of that, you can. It's been proven mathematically that you can actually affect the past.
Okay, now you got me. So I have to find something. I'm gonna see if
trade tuition in the building. Thanks for tuning in, my friend.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody for tuning in, and make sure you guys smash that like button. We would greatly appreciate that.
Which is insane. I know.
Is this the one? Which one? I'm not sure. I have to look at these videos. But Jason from Archaics, that's the guy that I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah.
We did a video. It's called Dungeon Breaking Away from the Dungeon Matrix Programming. Is this the one though? I don't know if this is the actual one or not, but he talks about, and this is what I put in the video description. I also wanted to understand more about his research regarding the simulation theory, the AIX, because he has this thing called artificial intelligence X, the Phoenix phenomenon that occurs apparently every 138 years, the Nemesis X object, the black satellite. He's got this. This is like,
okay. I'm gonna pull this up while you talk. I'm sorry, I didn't
go ahead.
cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Let me pull you up. Let me pull this up, and I wanted to break this down to everyone so they understand what's going on. I'm just not pulling shit out of my ass. Quantum physics, or the study of physical properties of matter at the atomic and subatomic level, can affect the past through the concept of retrocausality or backwards causation. Retrocausality is when an effect comes before it causes in time, meaning a later event affects an earlier one. For example, if you throw a bottle at a wall and it breaks, the breaking is the effect caused by you throwing it at the wall. According to Joe Dispenza, the past, present, and future are all connected by the principle of quantum entanglement. This is how shit can happen, Rice.
No, I mean, dude, I've looked into that 100%.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up.
So while you do that, I should have showed, we talked about divine intervention and all of that. And let me just share my thoughts on this simulation stuff. So I'm sure all of you know simulation theory and all of that, but we might as well just go through the definition so we can be on the same page about some things. So if you can share my screen when you get a chance, Rice, be greatly appreciated. Make sure you guys hit that like button, share. If you're watching on Rumble right now, follow Rice. Just type in Rice TVX in the search bar and go follow him. And then if you're watching on X, do the same, vice versa. All right, so simulation theory says that we are likely living in an extremely powerful computer program directed by an entity outside of our physical comprehension. Many call God, Jesus, or Buddha, Muhammad, whatever you want to call it. It's something outside of our comprehension, right? This is what this is my theory. Now, this is what, from more of a, you look at statistically, or, you analyze it from a maybe not necessarily game theory perspective, but just this post from a Reddit guy said, if a civilization advances enough, at some point they will try to play God. We ourselves are a glowing example of this, with our push for AI, along with weapons of mass destruction or whatever ways to control our surroundings we attempt. There are two ways to play God, one being advancing yourselves enough to have almost full control. The other is to create your own universe, simulating it with whatever method you have available. This one is superior because it grants you full control, and you can be observed as the most popular opinion in the fact that we have created digital utopias already, but have yet to create a quote unquote real one. We're getting close, man. We're getting really close. It goes on to say here, as explained, once a civilization reaches a point in which they can simulate a new reality, we're getting close to that. They will, and we
That's
will.
that's gonna take the advancement of AI, and I don't know that it would be alone humans that do it. It could be AI, and that's where like the Kurzweil, Ray Kurzweil, he's like,
Kurzweil, yeah,
he talks about a lot of the singularity stuff, and it's
Sure
singular,
does.
and then the idea of the singularity, they call it a black hole because we're not sure what's beyond the black hole,
Correct.
and we're not sure what's beyond the singularity.
Right.
It's
right.
like it's just this unknown. I mean, yeah.
So mathematically, like, it's just mathematically, right?
I mean,
there's more. There's probably more chances that we're not in base reality.
so
Aside from like the spiritual Jesus stuff, I'm just talking about like realities, right? There's a lot of mathematical evidence that we are not in base reality.
okay, so in the Gnostic Christian belief, they believe in this thing called the demiurge, which is like the god of this world, but not the creator of everything.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the
Yeah.
demiurge
Okay.
creates
Yeah.
these archons, or these archons are created, and they're part of the mythos, or the part of the history in this Gnostic Christian belief, in these
I can believe that.
in the Nag Hammadi text. And a lot of people compare what the archons would be to being a form of artificial intelligence. So
Yeah, I
this
think I agree
concept
with
has
that concept.
existed for quite some time, because, well, these entities aren't like necessarily in bodies either. So that's the other thing. Like, they're more of like spirits, but these spirits could live in something other than flesh, potentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. I mean, that's why I think that's why I've always been like talking about history and what I feel is like the hidden history of our world, because we've been lied to about a lot of things.
No, everything.
Not
This is
everything, but we've been lied to a
everything.
lot of things. Okay, so is the earth flat or is the earth round?
We don't know.
What do you think, Blood?
I think it's round.
Okay, well, because of the way the simulation works, it's round for you.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you know how games work too? Like, if you're playing a game that's got, I'm not a big gamer, but I know how this shit works. If you're playing a game that's got like a big world, all of the world itself is not available for you to view. And
Correct.
it's only available as you start your character, or your
That's
whatever moves closer in those areas, then they start to develop. So it doesn't take so much memory space by having all this
Correct.
shit. So that's where some of this stuff, like where people talk
But
about we are.
it's just all about perspective. Because yes, in my reality, the Earth, I believe the Earth is round. But like, are we on a flat computer circuit board?
Black computer circuit board,
like
a round
it's just,
or a spherical circuit board.
Whatever, like it's multiple layers, I think, to reality. That's all.
And see, this is like once we can focus on talking about some other shit, this is the kind of stuff I would like to talk about on future shows, where we're not like going down the crypto rabbit holes and doing something completely out of the other element. I enjoy the rice against the grain stuff. And after the Bitcoin conference, I'm going to be putting a lot more time in getting videos out. And this video is actually seemingly pretty safe. So I'm probably going to upload it over on that channel or on YouTube.
Well, let me make it unsafe for you real quick. No, but question, do you think crypto will save us in any form or capacity? Because that's you're going to Nashville, and a majority of the people going to that convention thinks that crypto is some panacea for our problems.
So I mean, if we think, I think about the idea that all value is perceived, and if we go into a situation where we have a crash of the system, it's likely a lot of people are going to be very untrustworthy of banks, governments issuing money. So cryptocurrency could give us that means of having a way of a medium of exchange, because we all just give it value. It has value, and we've given it value. So therefore, let's say that the system crashes, crypto is going to crash along with it.
Yep.
But when the smoke clears and people need a way to move forward, and we need to progress, and we need to get out of the ditch, crypto, I think, is going to be there for us. That, or we'll start creating local currencies.
Okay, but what is that?
Or a combination of things.
So what is crypto is going to be there for? What does that mean? Because a central digital bank currency is crypto.
When I'm saying this, I mean,
are you talking about the
Bitcoin?
Okay, the Bitcoins and
the nothing government created necessarily. I'm not saying that we'll avoid that, but but crypto would be that way for us. If people become untrustworthy of the TradFi system, the old system, they're not going to want the old system trying to create a new system. Because
are you sure about that?
I would like to think that the majority of people I know
what you would like to think. I really want to know.
I know, but listen, if we see a crash like worse than 1929, I'm not sure how people are going to think about those that caused us to get in that position. When people are fucking starving, when people are dying, because that's what we're talking about. Go back and look in the history books, because that part of the history is not that long ago, and we can triangulate that shit. And people were fucking dying, they were starving. It was not good in America and around the world. So that is coming, but worse. So and actually, I will tell you that there were a lot of people that were fucking not trusting the government when they were trying to create the Federal Reserve, when they were trying to take away the ownership of gold and changing the banking regulations. There were Americans who were not fucking happy with that shit, but they're all old and dead now. And that part of history gets forgotten, that passion. That's another thing. As a reminder, talk to your fucking grandparents, man. Learn the history of what they grew up with.
Yeah.
Talk to old people. I've been interviewing a lot of older people in the past. I need to get back into it. Like G. Edward Griffin, fucking 93 years old.
Wow. Round of applause.
That's wisdom.
Yes, it is. Indeed. I just call me pessimistic. I think of myself as a realist. I have no hope in humanity. The shit I've seen over the last 10 years, 15 years, which is a very small slice of time when you zoom out. I understand that. Maybe suffering from some normalcy bias.
AI would come to that conclusion as well. If AI was to look at everything that was going on in this world and analyze it, and they were going to try to fix the situation, I think the easiest conclusion to come to would be to eliminate human beings.
I didn't say eliminate the human beings.
You said the end of the human race, didn't you?
I just said that I have little to no faith in humanity. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't want to eliminate us. No, not at all.
Well, that's what AI would come to the fucking conclusion of.
Well,
I mean, if you really think about it, all the problems in this world, I mean, it's not, you can't blame it on the fucking penguins. You can't blame it on the whales.
I'm just Rice. I'm very.
No, it's the damn elephants. We got to blame the elephants for all the problems we have in this world.
I'm shocked that we just had an attempted assassination, over the weekend of a former president, and we over here just like, not we as in me and you, but people are just going on with life. Like,
well, no, there's also a really large amount of people who, and it's fucked up. It is fucked up to say this.
Oh, some people wish
that he would, that the shooter wouldn't have missed, and two, that he actually would have gotten taken out. And that's sad, man, because even the shit we've talked about with Biden, I've said I'm not wishing that shit upon my enemy, and that is trying to be, in a sense, a better person and set a better example.
Yeah.
And I think the more that people, that's what the whole practice change thing is about. The more that people are actually trying to be the change that they want to see in this world, the more impact we can actually make, and the more it influences others, and the more that we can actually make this world a better place. It's fucking amazing, but you can't get past the division that has been perpetrated amongst us throughout history. It's fucking bullshit. It's time to stand up, man. And, you know, I mean, it's like for a little while, a couple years ago, man, I was like ready to be on the front lines. And then I started taking a step back. And my 4-time great grandfather was in the Revolutionary War and served what would be equivalent to 4 tours of duty in Iraq. So he did not like the British government and other members of my grandfathers had been involved in the military. And I just think, and then I come from Wales. My family's Welsh, part of the royal tribes of Wales. And apparently one of my relatives killed King Richard III, I believe it was, with a poleaxe. Yeah, let me pull this up. I don't know if I've ever shared this with you. So what I'm saying is this shit's in my fucking blood. And like, I really feel like a lot of the shit I was trying to avoid, I'm not going to be able to avoid. So this is my family crest. That's why I got the raven on my chest.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir Reese Ap Thomas, and he is in my blood lineage. I'm just not sure exactly what our relationship is. So it says that Reese Ap Thomas, 1949 to 1525, was a Welsh soldier and landholder who rose to prominence during the War of the Roses and was instrumental in the victory of Henry Tudor at the Battle of Bosworth. He remained a faithful supporter of Henry and was rewarded with lands and offices in South Wales. Some sources claim that he personally delivered the death blow to King Richard III at Bosworth with his poleaxe. That's pretty fucking hardcore. Apparently killed the king with a poleaxe.
No wonder you're a bulldog. American bulldog. What the AI rap song say?
That's what it says. I mean, American Pitbull was a British guy who gave me that nickname because he told me I was relentless. I wouldn't stop coming after him.
I just, you know, I'm
a fake doctor.
Behind scenes, we've been talking about this. I said this was coming. I said this era was coming of a civil war.
That's why I thought it would be a good idea for do these kind of prepping episodes that we did last week with Seth from Mind Your Biz, the 3 Wise Man Wednesday, the prepping for the apocalypse, and then we're going to be doing that again on the 31st, the Wednesday after I get back from Miami. If you and Seth want to do something that week and find a third wheel, you're more than welcome to do it. I don't think I'm going to be able to join.
All right.
Did you have anything else that you wanted to share? Oh, I see something here. What is this?
Well, this is courtesy of Top Signal. Hope he's not embarrassed that he shared this in the YouTube Premium Telegram room. Let's take a listen to what this brother right here has to say. If I can bring it up.
I got it up. It's just, can you play it? Is it a picture or a video?
It is.
This looks like you got Twitter pulled up.
Yeah, I do, but I can't find where I put it. So let me do this. Let me do it again. Let me bring this up. Oh, I guess I could have done it from here. So let me view on X. There we go. So check this out, ladies and gents, for your enjoyment. Can you hear this?
No. Barely. It's really low.
You can't. Okay.
It's super low.
Let's stop sharing and try it again. Yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy this.
Yeah, my family was actually in America before America. One of my grandfathers fought in the French and Indian War. So my blood has been on this soil prior to America.
All right, what about now?
Yeah, I can hear
I'm just gonna tell you motherfucking niggas straight out the dump. Don't fuck with my motherfucking president. Do you understand me? Nigga, we ride with Donald Trump over here, nigga. Draco, we ain't playing with you motherfucking niggas. You understand me? Keep my motherfucking president name out your mouth. Fuck, nigga.
Was that a Will Smith play too? Keep my president's name out your mouth.
Yeah.
That was good. I like that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, a Draco is the worst gun to think you're gonna have in combat. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah,
all my street niggas, don't use a Draco, please. Don't use a Draco.
Tagged in so many things, but some dude tagged both me and you on something on X like Sunday, where it was like some black guy telling everybody, well, talking to other black people, saying that stay inside, let these white people kill each other for the first time. They don't want to kill us, they want to kill each other. So just stay out this shit and let the fucking white people kill each other.
That's funny. I didn't see that one. But I think if you get the black people, the hood, the black men, and the white militia on the same page, bro, it's over. It's over. And we were about how many centimeters away from that?
They said but half an inch.
Half an inch away from it all.
I don't know how many, like how that breaks down into centimeters.
Different day in America, that's for sure.
Yeah, I would say.
I think I would have been enraged to the point.
Yeah, but I mean, to the point of what?
Just to the point. We're gonna put this on the YouTube. Round of
Okay. Because I think it would really also be somewhat dependent on how many other people would be like-minded and feel the same way you do. Because otherwise,
true.
If that's not,
I think it would have been
more. I think so too, but I would want to be careful and make sure, because otherwise, if you're outnumbered, you're just going to get taken out very quickly.
Yes.
One thing I'll tell you, Blood, that I like, and this might be surprising, okay, just because I always got to let people know as a disclaimer, I like to fucking live. I enjoy living. I have no intention of killing myself or unaliving myself or deleting myself or anything like that. I enjoy breathing.
Same.
I enjoy like doing human things and human stuff, and I like to continue doing that. And I can only do that while I remain in this meat flesh suit. So I want to live.
There you go. Round of applause for wanting to live.
Do you want to live?
I most certainly do.
Okay.
I love coochie.
All right. So make sure we're on the same page here. So before we wrap things
I
up,
love coochie and God. Sound like a pastor to me.
Street smart, bro.
Oh shit, I thought I removed that. Let me pull up on screen one more thing here. And again, I want to remind everybody that we're both live streaming on both of our Rumble channels and both of our X accounts. We have links down below for each other's Rumbles and X. So make sure you're following us both. Subscribe to both of our Rumbles. If you're not following me on X, I'm at RiceTVX. If you're not following Blood on X, he is at CryptoBlood_. Again, links are down below. Yeah, we're gonna be doing another show Wednesday. Anything else you want to add before we wrap things up?
No, that's it, man. Bloodalytics free month going on right now. Jump in there.
This might be one of the shortest shows we've done. This is like right over an hour. Right over an hour.
We're just getting better. We're becoming more professional.
Oh, yeah.
Where are our blazers? We didn't have our blazers. We're going to wear our blazers on Wednesday.
Yeah, let's do the blazers, because you know Seth won't be, so we can make him fill out a place. Seth's probably going to have a pink shirt on.
Yeah,
because I think I've noticed a lot of pink on him lately. That, or he's just got pink lights like bathing him. I don't know. It's one of the two. He's either wearing pink or he's bathing himself in pink lights. It's one of the two.
I'm with it. I'm confident. I'll wear pink. Maybe have 1-2 pink shirts.
So this right here is the thumbnail for the video that we did this past Saturday, where we had our special guest Hotep Jesus join us. So make sure you check that out again. And both of our Rumbles, both of our X's, check it out. This is the thumbnail for this one. Let us know. Was that an angel? Was that an eagle? Was this divine intervention? Did an angel flick that bullet? What are your thoughts? Let us know down below. Want to ride us out with this little hip hop banger? As always, I encourage everybody always to be a blessing to others. Treat people how you want to be treated. Be the glitch you want to see in this matrix. Be the change you want to see in this world. Question everything. Know yourself. And until next time, holla.
Holla.
Rice TVX, the mic slide wire, American Pitbull, real gold buyer. Sound money advocate, rights defender. In the crypto arena, he's the top contender. From the gritty streets of the digital age, right slaves wisdom, chapter and page. Silver, gold, he stores only the bold. Land, life, and liberty, these values hold.
Don't forget to smash that like button.
Constitution, deep dive, knowledge revival. Navigate the system, critical for survival. Rights engraved like inscriptions on metal. Pitbull in the game, lead foot on the pedal. Land acquirer, a strategic mind. In the fight for freedom, he's frontline. Educate on rights, the law he'll explain. Chris writes the Pitbull, breaking the chain. In the arena where truths collide, Rice TVX, the certified guide. Silver and gold, land and rights. American Pitbull in the freedom fights. In a world of chaos, he's the calm in the storm. Teaching the masses, ready to inform. Keys to crypto, rights we cherish. His wisdom lights paths that others perish. Guardian of wealth, from digital to ancient. His legacy crafted, fearless and patient.
Much love. Holla.